Today's horoscope, Gemini February 25th, 2025. Discover your future with my daily horoscope for you about love, work, health, money and compatibility with other signs. Today's transits help you arrive at important truths or conclusions, which can be exciting. Your ability to focus and concentrate rewards you, although there can be some tendency to go a little too far with an idea as Pluto and Pallas align in your spirit sector. This area of your chart rules your beliefs and opinions. Avoid trying to convert someone to your idea or method if it becomes frustrating or tense. Also, watch for a tendency for debates to escalate. Instead, use the energy of the day to do in-depth thinking or study, as it can be meaningful and significant. Educational or philosophical subjects hold more appeal. You can have a mind-blown moment or a new perspective on a matter that's a breakthrough. Also today, you have a stronger sense of responsibility and more realistic expectations of both yourself and others. Tons of action and adventure await you today as a carryover from yesterday. Our cosmic messenger planet, Mercury, will send a flirty text over to mighty Mars, the planet of sex and passion. You'll be fired up to flirt, socialize, and take the lead in some intellectual foreplay. If you are single, use this courage to ask someone new out for a date that will get your conversations going. If coupled up, play a bit of cat and mouse. Humor, foreplay, fun, and games are the key to connection now. Let yourself open up to others, socialize, and don't take yourself too seriously. Should you go back to your old ways? You might be tempted to repeat past lessons when the moon in Capricorn trines the south node in Virgo and sextiles the north node in Pisces. It is easier to fall back into old patterns, habits, and more if you are not feeling successful in your current professional ventures. For example, you may wonder if it is time to return to an old job or industry instead of continuing your pursuit of something new. Although this will be tempting, you should continue advancing in your fated professional path. If you followed yesterday's advice, you would perhaps feel the benefit of maintaining your personal energy within yourself, not giving it out to other people or situations. Building further on this, try staying focused on your breath today. Exercise, and eat your meals slowly and deliberately so that your breath remains the priority in all that you do. The rhythm of your breathing is the guiding pulse to maintaining positive energy. Doing what's right for yourself is not always easy. Stay focused. This day often encourages you to think about your home and family situation. It might be that you feel you're different from your extended family members in many ways, given your unique and creative approach to life. Yet, this does not mean you can't share time or appreciate them for who they are. When it comes to your immediate family, sharing who you are in your own wonderful way is likely what they love most about you. Take some time with them. The moon is not only in your financial sector as Mars turns direct in your income sector today but will move into opposition. With no planetary activity in your financial sector since Mercury left at the end of January, the moon's ordinary monthly visit is bringing a chance to check in on your financial situation and money matters. But just as Mars is taking the brakes off the income side of the financial fence, their clash might create some financial tension. But as well as energizing both sides of the financial fence, this can ignite Mars' warrior and competitive spirit just as the brakes come off on the income front. The moon's departure from your relationship sector yesterday was always going to leave you more emotionally engaged and aware, but this time just as the asteroid Juno, the queen of commitment, is settling into the early days of her first visit in 4 years. It was the fact that the moon returned less than 12 hours behind Juno that gave you a chance to move into this new journey emotionally engaged and aware from the start. Daily Planetary Overview. As the moon in Capricorn forms an opposition with newly direct Mars in Cancer, you may find yourself reflecting on past actions and words, gaining a newfound awareness of how they have shaped recent events. This opposition brings an interesting dynamic, as the moon and Mars are in mutual reception, meaning they have the potential to assist each other rather than work against one another. This can create a unique opportunity for self-reflection and growth, allowing you to take ownership of past mistakes while also recognizing the lessons they hold. Have you ever looked back on a situation and realized that with just a little more patience or a different perspective, things might have unfolded differently? Now is the time to embrace those insights, not with regret, but with a sense of empowerment, because every moment of self-awareness brings you closer to becoming the person you strive to be. With this energy in play, you might become more aware of missed opportunities, but rather than dwelling on what could have been, use this time to open your mind to new possibilities. This is a day for forward movement, for releasing old frustrations and embracing a fresh perspective. Mars, now moving direct, supports action, while the moon in Capricorn encourages careful planning and measured steps. If there is something you've been holding on to, resentment, self-doubt, or even an old goal that has felt just out of reach, consider this a cosmic invitation to shift your mindset. The past does not define your future unless you allow it to. What's one thing you can let go of today to make room for something better? Creativity flows through you now, and it's shaping the way you spend your time. There's an urge to express yourself, to dive into activities that allow you to reconnect with parts of yourself that may have been neglected. Whether it's painting, writing, playing music, or even engaging in thought-provoking conversations, your mind craves stimulation. Have you ever rediscovered an old passion and felt like a missing piece of yourself was falling back into place? This is a wonderful time to lean into that feeling. Whether it's picking up an instrument you haven't touched in years or simply allowing your imagination to wander, creative expression will bring both clarity and joy. The energy today also encourages meaningful connections with others. There is something magnetic about optimism, and your current outlook has a way of drawing people in. You may find that friends, colleagues, or even acquaintances are more receptive to your ideas, eager to share in your enthusiasm and vision. If you are in a relationship, this energy strengthens your bond, making communication flow effortlessly. If you're single, your natural charm is heightened, making this a great time to meet someone new. Have you ever met someone at just the right moment in your life, when your energy seemed to align perfectly with theirs? That kind of serendipity is in the air today, so don't be afraid to put yourself out there, whether socially or romantically. If there's something you've been meaning to start, whether it's a project, a personal goal, or even a conversation about a change you want to make, today is a great day to take that first step. Sometimes, the hardest part is simply beginning. If necessary, seek advice or permission where needed, but don't let hesitation hold you back. You may find that once you voice your ideas or take action, you receive more support than you expected. There's a momentum building around you now, and even the smallest step forward can create a ripple effect that leads to bigger opportunities. What's something you've been thinking about doing but haven't acted on yet? Physically, you may feel a strong urge to burn off excess energy. Engaging in some form of movement, whether it's an intense workout, a long walk, or even just stretching, will help bring a sense of balance and release any restlessness. There's something deeply satisfying about pushing yourself physically and feeling your own strength. Have you ever had one of those workouts where you went in feeling frustrated but walked out feeling like a weight had been lifted off your shoulders? That kind of renewal is available to you today. On the financial front, things are beginning to shift in a positive direction. If you've been feeling stuck or uncertain about your financial progress, you may start to notice signs that the momentum is picking up. The obstacles that once seemed immovable are beginning to dissolve, and your instincts for making smart financial moves are reawakening. If an opportunity presents itself, don't let fear hold you back. Have you ever hesitated on a decision, only to look back later and wish you had taken the leap? While it's important to be mindful, don't allow overthinking to paralyze you. Trust yourself and your ability to navigate new opportunities wisely. As the day unfolds, embrace the energy that surrounds you. Reflect on your past, but don't let it weigh you down. Reconnect with your passions and the parts of yourself that bring joy. Strengthen your relationships by showing up authentically and listening with an open heart. Take those first steps toward the goals you've been dreaming about, and trust that even the smallest effort today can lead to something greater in the future.